Good morning, friends. It's Wild Wednesday, my favorite day of the week in the summer. I missed last week though. I had a chance to go on a trip, to go on a vacation with my family, and that was so much fun. It was good to be away, but it's good to be back. And I did get to watch Miss Erin do the Twinkie experiment with you, and I'm wondering how many of you put out Twinkies last week to see how long they will last. So I'm gonna follow up with that, and I'm gonna put a Twinkie out at my house too. But today we are gonna start talking about something that Pastor Shannon introduced to you on Sunday and tell us our story. And it's called Fruit of the Spirit. And when we say fruit of the Spirit, we're not talking about specific fruits, like this is a lime, it's a fruit, right? But there's not a fruit of the Spirit called a lime. The fruit of the Spirit are the good things that grow out of us when we try to be more like Jesus. Okay, so the fruit of bad things, the fruit of sin, are things like anger and selfishness. But the opposite of that would be fruit of the Spirit, fruit of the Holy Spirit, which instead of anger would be kindness, or instead of selfishness might be sharing or generosity. So fruit of the Spirit are the good things that we do that are more like Jesus. So I have a little Bible here that has a great story about that. I don't know if you can see the picture that has all the words of the fruit of the Spirit on it. But the Apostle Paul talked about fruit in his letters. He wasn't making a grocery list. He was talking about the fruit we just talked about, the things that grow out of us if we try to live more like Jesus. So the fruit of the Spirit Paul named were these things: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Now those are words you have already heard, I am sure. So today we are just going to talk a little bit more about fruit, and then we're going to do an amazing lemon experiment that I think you're going to love doing at home. The way that farmers and people who raise fruit get the fruit to grow is they have to kind of work on it, right? They prune the trees, they plant the trees, they water the trees, they wait to pick the fruit when it's ripe. They make sure that no pests or bees get on the fruit. Well, bees would be good actually, but bad bugs that bring diseases. Anyway, fruit of the Spirit is kind of like that too. We have to tend to it. And how we do that is things like this. Through our church, we learn and we share with each other, and we read the Bible at home. We learn good things like Jesus would do. We learn how to live like that from our parents and our teachers and even our siblings. So there are lots of ways we can grow that fruit. So we're going to keep talking about fruit during July. So let's do the fun thing now. It is a lemon volcano. Are you ready for this? All right, here we go. I'm going to put my camera down so you can see what we're doing. Okay, first thing is you need just a big pan, all right? Something to catch the mess, because we are going to make a little mess. The good news is it is the best smelling mess you will ever smell. I can think of some disgusting messes, but this is not one of those. So then you take a lemon half. You see how I've cut the lemon. Get your mom or your dad to cut the lemon. And then when they cut it, do you see this little knobby thing on the end? That makes the lemon not stand up. It's all skin. So just have an adult trim that off for you like this, so that the lemon lies flat in your pan so you can do the experiment. I'm going to face it that way so you can see it better. Okay, So now that we have the lemon in the pan, we're just gonna kind of poke it. You can use a popsicle stick. I've got a plastic knife here. Really just any kind of pokey thing you might happen to have in your house is fine. What we're trying to do is just kind of get that good lemon juice to get all mixed up in there. Okay, so that looks like it's pretty smushed. Now the next part is up to you and your mom or your dad or whatever adult is with you today. This is just the fun part. It's not necessary for the experiment, but it's to add a little food coloring. And I'm gonna do that with my toothpick here because you know food coloring makes everything more fun. But again, if you don't have it, or if this is just not a food coloring day in your house, that is totally fine. You can do it without and it'll still be great. I'm using blue or kind of pink and yellow because those are kind of tutti frutti colors. And I'm just thinking about fruit today, so I thought that would work. All right, there we go. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is we are just going to need some dish soap. The actual experiment calls for Dawn, but I didn't have Dawn, so I'm just using the brand I have, which is like a store brand. So I really think any kind of dishwashing liquid should work. Okay, so just sprinkle a little bit on there, just some drops, not a lot. That will make it kind of bubble more. Okay, now I'm gonna poke it again, make sure we're all mixed up here. Okay, things are gonna start to get crazy. Now I'm gonna take some baking soda, all right? And I'm gonna, with a spoon, watch this. I'm gonna, what is happening? Look at that, y'all. Look at that. It doesn't take much baking soda to get it to start to erupt. But then, look, in this bowl, I have some more lemon juice that I squeezed from another lemon. And now look. Wow. That's a volcano. Oh, and the colors mix up, and that is so fun. And you know what? If it finishes erupting and you're still not done watching it, you can just mix it up a little bit more and pour on a little more lemon juice, and then it will erupt some more. Again, this is the best smelling mess I can think of. So I hope that you can do these in your kitchen sometime soon. Let me get my face back up here because it feels weird talking to you when I can't see you. And then also, if you come to our drive-through ice cream social on Sunday, this coming Sunday, July 5th, from 3:30 until 5, you're gonna drive through the, like the portico by the lobby. Your parents can drive your car through. You'll get an ice cream treat, and you'll get a side order of Fruit of the Spirit because we have some cool bags that have all kinds of Fruit of the Spirit things in there. We have bookmarks and bracelets and little cards with activities for you and your family to do. So make sure you come and get your ice cream and get your fruit, and it's just gonna be a tutti fruity week. All right, friends, it is so good to be with you today. I hope that your lemon volcano works out as well as mine did. And we'll post all of this in just a little bit later today on Facebook and on our kids' webpage. So all the instructions will be there. All right, friends, go and try to find the fruit that is growing from the Holy Spirit in you today. All right, have a great day. I love you and I miss you. Bye.